to this. So Busta Rhymes threw a drink at a woman who grabbed his butt. Now, maybe we should watch the video first because we should just watch the video first. Is the video linked here? So here we go. Why is it so small? I don't like that. I wish this would go away. Yeah, you go away. So let's watch this video. It's kind of small, but watch. She goes in, touches his butt, and he's like, nah. Nah, nah. Nah, nah, nah. Let's actually go to this and see if we can watch the video of this. Hey. Where did it go? Why? You on Instagram. Okay, well, that's lame. I guess we'll try. You guys lost me. Let's try to find it. We'll find it on YouTube so we can slow it down a bit. Because she's claiming that she didn't mean to do it. Busta Rhymes throws drink. Right here. Who's this?
Listening to.
All right, check this out. That's Busta Rhymes. Watch, they slow it down. Here she comes. She's right here. Goes for the reach. She got his butt. That is butt. That is booty time. Dude, he can still flow though. Busta Rhymes looks like he's been eating pound cake and liquor for like 20 years. That he looks so puffy. He's just he looks like he has been just eating sugar for 30 years. Nothing but sugar, just like opening bags of sugar and going for it. All right, hold on. Let's see this one. Busta is so dope. Hold on, let's go watch this again. So here she goes. Here she goes. Boom. Bap! Gets his butt. She thinks it's funny. Look, and then she acts all cute. Hold on. Go back. Look at how she reacts. Look at what? She thinks it's, oh, you can't see her. She thinks it's cute. She's like doing the like she's flirting almost with Busta Rhymes. Like this is okay. So okay, we'll get there. Let's back up a little. So we'll read through this article a little bit. Nikita Mathis, the woman caught on camera in a viral video touching Busta Rhymes' butt and getting a drink splashed on her in response, has released a statement in the wake of the uproar caused by the video. Uproar. I didn't mean to touch his behind, Mathis tells the Shade Room. Honestly, I was just happy to meet him and wanted a pic. Been a longtime fan. I admit I shouldn't have touched him at all, but he's Busta. I felt like I could possibly get a pic. I don't know about that lady. I don't think he wanted that kind of attention. Where's the Busta Rhymes? I do actually want to read the rest of that story. Where is it? I hate when they link to just the website. Okay. And I love how the search doesn't work. That's tight. That's tight, the Shade Room. Okay, well, anyways, we will not see all this. So Nikita Mathis is the owner of Platinum Plus Fashion Boutiques, And she told the Shade Room that Busta gave a very encouraging speech to entrepreneurs at the Las Vegas Magic Apparel trade show on Monday night, shortly after she attempted to get a photo with the legend and found herself covered in a drink. Let's see these comments, though. Let's see these comments. Let's see. The Shade Room comments are awesome. Let me see. Look, right here. Moral of the story, keep your hands to yourself. Equal rights. If this was a man that did that to a woman, she reacted, it would be a problem. He just cleansed her of all the evil her hand possesses. That didn't look like an accident, sis. If it was reversed, boy, I'm telling you. What do you think the response would be if he grabbed her ass to get her attention? Busta been saying, "Hey, Lacey Lou, what is going on?" Thank you for that. The Mexi Mike emote. How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. We are going over Busta Rhymes getting sexually harassed. So, the big point of this, I think, is that Busta Rhymes was just going about his business, and I really feel like if we're talking about equal rights, right? If he would have done that to her, he would have been arrested. There would have been a lawsuit. He would have been labeled a sex offender. But what's going to happen to this young lady? What's going to happen to Nikita here? Nothing. She just got some heat on the Shade Room. Whatever. And you know what? And honestly, I don't even feel like Busta Rhymes should have even threw a drink in her face. I feel like he should have just been like, "Hey, don't touch me." You know what I mean? I don't like the idea of violence, and I know throwing a drink in your face isn't necessarily punching somebody, but it is violent. I feel like it's a step under spitting in someone's face. I feel like like the next step is spitting, and then the next step is punching and hitting. So I'm just, there is no real equality if we're talking about this lady just gets some press. Like, she just basically her fashion boutique, whatever, Platinum Plus Fashions boutique, is getting free press. And I'm sure there's somebody in these comments that will be like, "Oh, he shouldn't have did that." But it seems like everybody, look at this, everybody is not in her favor. I'm so sorry, but we need to be fair. If a male did that to a female, we would be livid. It's not acceptable. You can't go around touching people without their permission. Now she violated him. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why you should keep your hands off of people. Yes. Never just go and touch people. And that's the thing about celebrity culture, too. And I love Busta Rhymes, but if I ever saw Busta Rhymes out there, I wouldn't even bother him for a picture. Like, I just feel like Busta Rhymes got things to do. It'd just be like, yeah, exactly. Thank you, Lissy. Naders, what's going on? Oh, look at Ada. Respect. Yes, respect. Always be respecting other people, because it's you like that new how you doing, love? I like that he's pointing to the leaf. He's like, "Yeah, this is what I want." Oh, how does the hold on, we'll come back to this. How does the fire? See, I'm trying to remove the background of the fire emote. I guess it looks okay. 8-bit fire is okay. Yeah, we doing Hot Boy Summer stuff. We doing it. How you doing, Naders? Welcome in, buddy. Thank you for coming through. We're just talking about Busta Rhymes and how he got sexually assaulted. And like, this very sad thing is if Busta Rhymes were to get, if it was Busta Rhymes grabbing her butt, he would be arrested. He would be put in jail. There would be lawsuits. He might be labeled a sex offender. And yet this lady is just out in the world. I don't know. Do you guys think that she should be arrested and charged? And the sad thing is that I feel like that she probably will still be able to throw a lawsuit on Busta Rhymes for throwing liquid on her. And that's how crazy this world is. It brings up a good conversation. I definitely agree with that because what are we talking about here? If we're talking about people getting equality, if we're like in this whole culture war that's happening right now is about equality. And if we're talking about equality, why shouldn't she be arrested? Why shouldn't she be thrown in jail? Now, do I think that she should be thrown in jail? No, I don't. I mean, it was a harmless thing, harmless in the fact that like no one got hurt. But if we're talking about equality, you know, she probably should go to jail. I don't want that for her, and and again, I don't necessarily agree with throwing liquid in their face. Oh, thank you very much, Lisi Lou. I appreciate that sub with your Prime. Let's go. Hey, this is for you, Lizzie.
Hello and welcome to We Speak English Good TV. I'm your announcer, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Now please, put your fists in the air. Wave them like you do not care. For your host, Mike EP.
Thank you very much, Lizzie. I really appreciate you using your Prime. Of all the people you could be using your Prime on, I appreciate that you using it on me. Thank you so much. Yeah, I believe in equality when women could be drafted for war. Is women not able to be drafted for war? I didn't realize that women drafted for war. And this isn't anything against women. I love women. Women are amazing. Okay, I love women. They're great. But if a man can get canceled, if they can lose their career, if they can lose their family, if they can lose everything that they've built on, yeah, the girls, right, ladies. I mean, there's nothing better, right? I'm all for ladies. While women officers and enlisted personnel serve with distinction in the U.S. Armed Forces, women have never been subject to selective service registration or a military draft in America. Those women who served in the past and those who serve today in ever-increasing numbers are all volunteers. Well, look at that. Yeah, there's all kinds of double standards, right? There's all kinds of double standards. And what's funny is right now that we have this weird situation where women expect certain things out of men, right? Like if you take a woman out to dinner, you have to pay for her dinner. You have to be that person. You have to be the one that pays for everything. And if you asked a woman out and expected her to pay for things, no. I mean, there's all kinds of weird stuff in the court system when divorces happen. A lot of times the courts lean towards the ladies. And, I understand the idea of years of oppressive behavior between men and women, right? Like there has been a history of men being oppressive to women, not allowing them, which is even a weird sentence to say, is allowing someone to vote or allowing someone to, to participate in social activities that were once reserved for men. I get that there is that history and that echoes and people don't appreciate that and women don't appreciate that. But there is also this idea where we're hitting this point now where if everybody wants to be equal, then where does it start and where does it end? Does it start at paying for the check or does it end at, violence? Like where does it, like there's this girl called Just Pearly Things. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Just Pearly Things. She equal rights. She goes a little far, but I like watching her. I like watching some of the stuff. I've watched that. Yeah.
What do you think about men who allow women to beat on them? smack them, curse them
Oh,
out.
equal rights, equal lefts, baby. And I know the conservatives will not agree with me on this one, but if she hits you, hit back. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, I'm not. I used to think never hit a woman. Okay, I used to believe this. Yeah, and then, but
I agree.
It was because where I grew up, if anyone hit a girl,
I agree, Lizzie. I really do. I think that she does talk a lot of shit, and I feel like that she goes up. I feel like she's going far because it's working for her. But I don't think that men should just ball up your fist and hit a woman because they hit them as hard as they can. Not even go. Like I said, I don't even think that Busta Rhymes should have. Here, let me fix this shit. I don't even think that Busta Rhymes should have threw the drink in her face. I know that was just a reaction because I don't even think he looked before he threw. I think he just turned and just whipped at her. I mean, that to me, that's a bit much as well. I don't approve of that. But again, that could have went way worse. Like, if he would have laid hands on her, if he would have touched her, that would have been a totally different situation, totally different headlines too, right? If she would have grabbed his butt and he turned around and even like pushed her, any kind of hands on her, it would have been a totally different headline. It would have been Busta Rhymes is violent and he hates women and it's terrible. And it's not like that. I don't believe that Busta Rhymes hates women, but like when you're being sexually assaulted, people react in different ways. And if I were to go up and grab that lady's butt that grabbed Busta Rhymes' butt, just out of fun and teasing, I would expect her to turn around and belt me in the face or throw her drink in my face. So it is a strange dichotomy. And so there it is, right? Like it's years of oppressive behavior. And also women tend to be smaller than men, right? Like women also tend to have a smaller frame, have a different muscular features. They tend to, they put on lotion, some of them, and they're soft. And dudes are grimy and dirty and whatever. And that's, you can call that a social construction, or you can call it, this is what women tend to lean towards. But there is the fact that women and men's physically and physiologically are different. And so just Pearly saying knock a bitch out, I don't think that's the right move. But again, I feel like if you're making traction on any of these platforms, you have to find like an extreme or something. And she's just found that extreme that works for her. And she probably, I guarantee that a lot of her audience is dudes. Like, yeah, push a bit. Like, I couldn't imagine being a guy like cheering this on. Like, yes, 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 please, yay! Beat that hoe! Like, that's terrible. That's just awful. Like, I would never applaud that. But then again, when you listen to her talk on certain things, she does have some points, some decent points, right? It's nothing like, it's nothing to write home about or anything new or groundbreaking, but she's interesting to watch sometimes. And I don't agree with everything she says. And I sure as hell don't agree with balling up a fist and just punching a lady. So, it does bring up an interesting conversation. Where does it start? Where does it end? Where does equality start? And if it's true equality, is it true equality if there is these different standards for different people? Is it true equality? Or is that equity? Sometimes I don't know the difference. Where's my baby powder? Yo, I don't know about y'all, but when I was younger and I was bigger, I used to have to wear baby powder. I'd powder my junk, because it would be sweaty down there. It was sweaty. Sometimes you need baby powder. But I use Gold Bond talcum. No, none of that pussy ass baby powder shit. No, I like talcum powder, which I don't use talcum anymore, but because I don't need to. But hey, sometimes you need that baby powder. Gotta powder those things. But yeah, I don't. Girl power. Yeah, let's go. Punching girls, no. And so where does the line get drawn? And I guess the line is drawn in violence. Not for some. Now, if a woman like Ronda Rousey, let's just say a woman like Ronda Rousey. I don't know if you guys know who Ronda Rousey is. She's a famous MMA fighter. Well, she was. Now she is doing her own thing. I don't know what she's doing now. Now, if Ronda Rousey, what is this? What are you doing to me? Get out of here. Okay, you want to be stupid? Fine, be stupid. Oh, like this. Look at this. Look at this back and arm muscles. Now, if she were to punch you, or if she came at you, I mean, what do you do then? Like, is it okay to hit back then? Because I guarantee that Ronda Rousey's gonna fuck me up. Ronda Rousey's just gonna break me in half. There's no way I'm beating Ronda Rousey. What if it's let's see, women weightlifters. Like, no, I need big weight. I mean, excluding Laurel Hubbard, go on with your bands up. I'd let Rhonda have her way with you. Yeah, I mean, in that way, but not if she's gonna like beat me to a pulp or to death. We're gonna exclude, and not to be exclusionary, friends. But we're not going to include Laurel Hubbard because that's a whole nother discussion. But like, where's these like super, like this, look at that. Look at that. That woman would knock me out. Look at this lady right here. There's no way. So a female bodybuilder. There we go. Look at this. If she grabbed your butt, are you gonna punch her? Can we punch her? Like, is that okay to punch this woman? Like, where is the line? Where do we? And look, I'm not advocating for punching because I don't like violence, and no one should be punching anybody. Nobody punch anybody. But where's the line at when we talk about equality? And I don't. I think that it comes to the point that there's no such thing as equality, and I'm not saying that I don't think women should be able to vote or do the same things men can do or anything like that, but I think at a certain point there is just a natural balance of things. Not that women naturally should be in the kitchen or anything either. I think that women naturally tend to be softer, smaller shaped bodies. Men are big scary monsters to a lot of. I mean, you think about a small like 5'1", a buck 05 little like 20-year-old, and then me who's like 6'1", 250. Like bleh, like it's not gonna be a fair fight. Look at her face was Photoshop. Was it Photoshop? It has to be, huh? Aren't they all Photoshop though at this point? Why are you doing that to me? Okay. Okay, let's see. They probably did Photoshop her to give her a more like a structurally appealing face. But I mean, you could tell this woman is beautiful. I'm not into that, but I applaud it. And like, go ahead, do your thing. Weightlifting lady, do your thing. I love it. Look at this. Look at this one. Do we get to punch this one back? I mean, here's the thing too. Like, they have to be juicing, right? Like, women that get this big, don't they have to juice? Don't they have to be on steroids? I mean, there's just no such thing as true equality. I mean, I'm never gonna be LeBron James. I'm never gonna be LeBron James. No matter how much I train, no matter how hard I work, I'm never gonna be LeBron James. Never. And there's just certain people who are just built and made for certain things. And again, I'm not trying to lock anybody into anything, but when you see people that are truly at the top of their game in the highest level of sport or musicianship, they had the training, they put in the work, or they had the natural ability. Because I'm a natural when it comes to music, but that's where it ends. I'm a natural and I can pick things up pretty easily, but it's not like I can just, if I don't put in the work, if I just sit there and be lazy about it, I'm not shit. I'm not shit. Of course I can pick things up easily, but there's an end for that. Some people could just go to the moon with that shit. So I don't know. I'm guessing that there's no real true equality. Just sort of, you know, what it is. Look at that. Do we get to punch this one? I managed the pinnacle of my success is throwing a ball through a hoop. I mean, why not though? I mean, good for him. Like, he's one of the richest people in the world, bootlicking for China. We love it. Oh, why not? Why not? Look at this. Get it. Get it. And this is awesome to me. I mean, again, my preference isn't someone who could, like, strangle me to death. You know, I like softer, more feminine women. But I applaud this. Like, go get yourself. Speaking of China, how's your how dare you? My TikTok is pretty decent. It's growing. I'm almost to 21,000 followers. I just got some of that China money. I got some China bucks the other day. Cashed out some China ducats. Doing pretty good. So yeah, it is an interesting conversation to have, because I don't think that, again, these social norms and social standards, I don't think they always match up or align with what in nature is true. And women can bodybuild and get swole, but I don't know. That's not the norm, right? Like, that's not how women are usually built. But man, that takes a lot of work, and that's what I'm impressed by that. I'm completely impressed by people who have that kind of discipline. So good on them. Good on them. Let's see how TikTok is doing. So the Busta Rhymes thing, I did a video on the Busta Rhymes thing. And let's see.
Did a Busta Rhymes
God.
fan deserve a drink thrown in her face? Busta Rhymes
And here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. There's Pointing Mike, almost in the same outfit. Good job, Busta, because of if the shoes was on the other foot, everyone would understand. She deserved that at least. Look at this. She went for the grab. She's guilty. Lock her ass up. If it was the other way around, he would have. So she needed to take that charge as well. Yeah, you know, like everyone in the comments are like, this bitch needs to go to jail. And again, I don't necessarily feel like she should go to jail. I mean, innocent enough, but again, where are the standards? Where's the line? Where does equality start and stop? And in my own social programming, I'm just looking at this woman as someone who was just being, you know, cheeky and whatever. But again, if it was me grabbing some random girl's butt, they would be a totally different thing.